Once upon a time, there was a curious boy named Arda. He was never afraid of the dark, not until that new closet came into his room. One day, he moved with his family to an old village. In Arda's room, there was a big wooden closet. Its doors creaked, and it was covered in spider webs. But Arda didn't really care. On the first night, the closet door was slightly open. Just as he was about to fall asleep, he heard a soft whisper from inside. "Arda, want to play?" Arda quickly turned on the light. He looked at the closet. Nobody was inside. Toys, books, everything was in its place. Probably just the wind, he thought. He turned off the light and went back to bed. But the second night, the whispers were louder. "I'm hiding. You'll never find me." Arda hid under his blanket in fear, but he gathered his courage, grabbed his flashlight, and opened the closet door. It was dark inside. Just as he peeked in, a cold hand reached out and grabbed his arm. Arda screamed and ran to his mom. She told him it was just a dream. But on the third night, the closet door opened by itself. A black shadow drifted out and started floating around the room. The shadow approached Arda and whispered, "I just wanted to be friends. Nobody wants to play with me." Arda was surprised. "Are you scary?" "No, I'm just a little lonely." From that day on, Arda played with the shadow every night. But there was one rule. The shadow had to go back into the closet before morning, because if the shadow ever saw sunlight, it could never return again. Arda wasn't afraid anymore. Every night, he played games with the shadow hide and seek, made up stories, even imaginary monster battles. But the shadow always reminded him, "No matter what, I must go back before the sun rises." One night, the game was so fun that Arda lost track of time. They laughed and played until suddenly the shadow began to shake. "I must return, now." It cried, but it was too late. The first ray of sunlight slipped into the room through the window. The shadow screamed and fell to the floor. It started to melt like smoke, but it didn't vanish. A dark stain was left in the middle of the room. And from that day on, strange things began to happen. Books fell off shelves on their own. Toys were found in different places every morning. The music box started playing by itself. Arda felt sad. I wish it had made it back in time. He thought. He wanted to help the shadow. So he came up with a secret plan. That night, he placed a mirror in front of the closet and used a flashlight to draw a small circle of light on the floor. The shadow was still there, but no longer cheerful. It moved slowly and silently. Arda whispered to it, "I'll help you get back into the closet. I promise." But the shadow didn't reply. It only drifted toward the mirror. And suddenly, a new voice came from the mirror. "This shadow is not alone. More are coming." The closet behind Arda creaked open, and out came two more shadows.